There is a woman whose name has crossed your mind more than once. You keep telling yourself it means nothing, but this time, do not dismiss it so quickly. She may not need you to rescue her. She may only need one person clear enough to notice the silence behind her strength. And God may be asking you to become that person now. Stay with me. Before this message ends, you will know the 3 signs that reveal who she may be. You will know what not to do when you reach her. And you will know the one simple action that could open a door she has been too exhausted to open alone. Chosen one, you have always noticed what other people overlook. You hear the hesitation inside an ordinary sentence. You feel when the words, "I am fine," carry more weight than they should. You notice when a familiar voice loses its warmth. That sensitivity was never given to make you responsible for everyone. It was not given to fill your life with fear. But there are moments when your attention becomes an assignment. This may be one of those moments. Maybe her face appeared while you were washing dishes. Maybe her name returned during a quiet drive. You felt a calm concern that would not leave. You felt a gentle pressure to notice. Not every feeling is a divine instruction. Not every silence means danger. No one can identify this woman for you with perfect certainty. This message must be tested through compassion, wisdom, peace, and healthy boundaries. You are not being asked to create a dramatic story. You are being asked to pay attention. Fear invents details. Love notices what is real. Fear demands control. Love stays present long enough to understand. There may be a change you have already seen. She replies later than before. Her messages are shorter. Her laughter feels distant. She still shows up for everyone, but something in her has gone quiet. The woman who needs help may not look helpless. She may look organized. She may still care for children, finish her work, and carry responsibilities that would exhaust anyone. The question is not whether you can save her. You cannot own another person's outcome. The question is whether you can recognize a real change, approach her without pressure, and offer one safe door she may choose to open. Who is this woman? Why has she become silent? What is the smallest faithful action you can take? Keep those questions close, because each answer will protect both her heart and yours. The first sign is not hidden inside what she says. It is hidden inside what she has stopped doing. The first woman may be the one everyone calls strong. She remembers birthdays. She solves problems. She answers late-night calls and carries other people's emergencies without asking what it costs her. Her strength is real, but strength does not mean endless capacity. Lately, something has changed. Her replies may come hours later. Her messages may feel smaller. She may say she is busy or tired. Yet the change is not one isolated moment. It is a pattern that no longer looks like her. Ordinary distance can happen for many reasons. People become busy. Seasons change. Relationships shift. But hidden pain often leaves a trail of small differences, especially when someone stops doing what once came naturally. Maybe she stopped checking on you. Maybe she stopped sharing small victories. Maybe she no longer laughs at the things that once made her forget the clock. The signal is not silence alone. The signal is a meaningful change from her normal rhythm. The second woman may be someone who was once close. She could be a mother, a sister, a friend, or a former partner. Her name may carry tenderness, regret, or unfinished pain. Do not use this message as permission to reopen a harmful door. Compassion does not cancel wisdom. If she clearly asked for no contact, respect that boundary. You can care without entering her space. Sometimes distance is not rejection, sometimes it is exhaustion. A woman may withdraw because explaining her pain feels harder than carrying it alone. She may believe that asking for help will disappoint everyone who depends on her. The third woman may still be present in your daily life. She goes to work, she answers questions, she cares for her family, and keeps every visible responsibility moving. Yet something alive inside her seems quieter than before. Her humor may have faded, her ideas may have disappeared. She may speak only about tasks, bills, schedules, and what other people need. She is functioning, but she is no longer sharing herself. How can you recognize the woman this message may be pointing toward? Look for 3 gentle signs. First, her name returns without creating panic. Second, you have noticed a real change in her behavior. Third, your desire to help still respects her freedom. These signs do not prove that God is sending you to one person. They help you test your concern with honesty. Real compassion can tolerate uncertainty. There are also reasons not to act directly. If there is a legal boundary, do not cross it. If contact could endanger either person, choose another path. If there are signs of immediate danger, contact qualified local support or emergency services. Chosen one, the woman who needs help may be the one least likely to ask. She has learned to make exhaustion look like independence. She has learned to make pain look like patience. She has learned to make withdrawal look like peace. In a moment, you will learn the detail that separates her silence from ordinary distance. It is not how long she has been quiet. It is how far that quiet has moved her from the person she normally is. Now, you need a way to test what you are feeling. Concern and anxiety can sound similar at first. Both can make someone return to your mind, but they do not move through you in the same way. Here is the first relief. You do not need perfect certainty before showing care. Anxiety demands a dramatic answer. Love usually asks for one grounded step. If the thought of her makes you frantic, pause. If it makes you quietly attentive, there may be something worth noticing. This is the quiet attention test. Begin with your body. Anxiety tightens everything. Your breathing becomes shallow. Your thoughts race toward the worst possible ending. You feel pressure to act because action might reduce your own discomfort. Compassion feels different. It may still feel serious, but it does not erase your ability to think. You can breathe. You can wait. You can ask one simple question without demanding an answer. Fear pushes. Compassion invites. Next, check the facts. Has her behavior truly changed? Did she clearly ask for space? Are you reacting to what is happening now, or are you reliving an old wound that belongs to another season? Then check your motive. Do you want to help her, or do you need to feel necessary? Do you want to listen, or do you want her to confirm that your feeling was right? Can you offer care without demanding gratitude or closeness? Real compassion does not need to own the outcome. It can also walk away when the other person asks for space. Use 3 simple tests. Notice whether the feeling creates panic or steady attention. Look for real evidence of change. Ask whether your intention respects her choice. If panic is leading, do not send the message yet. Slow your breathing. Put the phone down. Give yourself time to settle. A rushed message can place your fear on someone who is already carrying too much. If calm concern remains, you may be ready for one small action. Not a warning, not a long speech, not a claim that God revealed her private life. Just a clear and gentle check-in. Later, I will give you the complete message. For now, remember this distinction. Fear creates pressure. Love creates space. Fear needs an immediate answer. Love can remain kind when the answer is delayed. It protects her from being exposed or controlled. It protects you from carrying a responsibility that was never yours. Write this sentence in the comments. Love does not force. Write it as a commitment to act without fear, pressure, or control. The woman on your mind may truly need support. But first, you must understand why strong women often hide pain so well that even the people closest to them miss it. There is a reason her struggle has remained invisible. The people who carry everyone else are often praised for the behavior that is slowly breaking them. Every time she says, "Do not worry about me," someone admires her strength and walks away. But God may be showing you what praise has hidden. You may have noticed the surface changes first. She answers later. She cancels plans. She says she is only tired. She apologizes for small needs, and she disappears after helping everyone else. These signs do not prove one private story, but together they may reveal a burden she no longer knows how to name. Many people explain this pattern in the wrong way. They call her distant. They call her cold. They assume she wants no one near her, because she no longer reaches out as she once did. But silence can be protection, especially when asking for help has brought disappointment before. This deeper pattern is called the strength disguise. She learned that being needed felt safer than having needs. Helping others gave her a role. Staying quiet reduced the risk of rejection. And looking composed allowed her to hide how uncertain, tired, or emotionally lost she had become. Do not shame her for this. She is not weak because she became exhausted. She is not manipulative because she struggles to explain what hurts. There may be many reasons for her withdrawal, and you do not need to diagnose any of them to respond with patience and respect. Her strength may still be real, her independence may still matter, but neither one removes her right to receive care. The goal is not to expose what she has hidden. The goal is to create enough safety for her to choose whether she wants to be seen. Imagine her alone at the end of a long day. Her phone lights up. She expects another request, another problem, or another person who needs something from her. Instead, she sees a message that asks for nothing. Her shoulders loosen, even if she is not ready to answer yet. That message may not fix her situation. It may not change her night, but it can remind her that someone noticed the person behind the performance. It can offer one quiet door without pulling her through it. This is the breakthrough. You are not being called to prove that you understand her pain. You are being invited to see beyond the image that everyone rewards. Strength on the outside does not always mean peace on the inside. Write this in the comments. I see beyond strength. Let it be a promise that you will not confuse competence with wholeness, or silence with the absence of need. Now place your hand gently over your chest. Take one slow breath. Think of her without building a story around her. Hold her name with peace, not pressure. Let compassion become quiet enough to listen, because compassion without boundaries can become control. And before you reach for your phone, you must understand what God is not asking you to do. Listen carefully, because this is where many caring people get it wrong. God is not asking you to become her savior, her therapist, her provider, or the answer to every prayer she has whispered. Trying to become all of those things may harm both of you. The assignment is smaller, cleaner, and more powerful. First, you are not being asked to read her mind. Do not build a private crisis from one post, one dream, or one unanswered message. Do not tell her that you know what she is facing. Ask with humility. Let her describe her own experience, in her own words, when she is ready. Second, you are not being asked to cross a boundary. If she has clearly requested no contact, honor that request. Compassion does not give you permission to enter a space that has been closed. You can pray from a distance or alert someone appropriate when there is real evidence of danger. Third, you are not being asked to promise more than you can sustain. Do not offer constant access if you cannot provide it. Do not make a financial or emotional commitment before understanding the situation. Small support that remains steady is often safer than a dramatic promise made in one intense moment. Fourth, you are not being asked to become her only answer. She may need family, trusted friends, spiritual support, or qualified professional care. Encourage a wider circle when that is appropriate. Healthy help connects people to support. It does not make one person the center of their survival. There is a difference between rescue and presence. Rescue says, I know what you need. Presence says, I am here to listen. Rescue needs a result to feel valuable. Presence respects her process, even when the next step is not the one you hoped she would choose. Maybe you are afraid of disturbing her. Then make your message gentle and give her permission not to answer. Maybe you fear that you imagined everything. A respectful check-in does not require a dramatic claim. Kindness can remain valuable even when your concern was incomplete. Maybe she has hurt you before. Then do not use compassion to betray your own safety. You are not required to reopen a dangerous relationship. You may care through prayer, through a trusted person, or through distance that protects everyone involved. For someone listening, the invitation may sound like this. I did not ask you to carry her life. I asked you not to ignore her humanity. Let that release you. You do not have to solve her past. You do not have to predict her future. You only need enough wisdom to recognize the next honest step, and enough restraint to stop where your responsibility ends. But there is another challenge. A willing heart can still act poorly when the mind is tired, crowded, and divided. The next question is not whether you care. The question is whether your attention is clear enough to choose the right action. You already know that fear pushes while compassion invites. But when your mind is exhausted, those signals can become difficult to separate. You may care deeply and still react too fast. You may bury something important beneath noise and doubt. This state is called the divided receiver. The heart remains willing, but attention is scattered across too many demands. One part of you senses that something matters. Another part questions every feeling. A third part races toward the worst outcome. Mental overload can make simple choices feel heavy. It can make you miss small changes in someone you love. It can also turn one quiet concern into hours of overthinking, because the mind keeps searching for certainty that life rarely provides. This does not mean you lack faith. It does not mean your compassion is false. It may simply mean your attention needs room to settle, so logic, imagination, memory, and intuition can work together instead of pulling in different directions. Think about how naturally children move between imagination and observation. They notice patterns, they ask direct questions, they create before judging the idea. Adulthood brings pressure, screens, schedules, and constant interruption, and that natural integration becomes harder to access. There is another reason you may have struggled to recognize what God was placing in front of you, and it is not a lack of faith. Researchers have found that a tired, divided mind can miss patterns that a calm and integrated mind recognizes more easily. Later, I will show you a simple 8-minute approach developed from decades of neurological work. For now, hold this question. What if the signal has been present, but the receiver has been overwhelmed? Do not turn that question into another reason to blame yourself. Clarity is not a measure of spiritual worth. A tired mind is not a failed soul. It is a human system asking for rest, structure, and support. The goal is not to hear a supernatural command in every thought. The goal is to become calm enough to notice what is real, test it with wisdom, and choose an action that respects both compassion and evidence. Write this in the comments. Make the receiver clear. Let those words mean that you are willing to reduce noise before making choices. They do not claim that you have every answer. They show that clarity can be practiced. When the receiver becomes clearer, the first step is not a prophecy. It is a question asked with care. And before you send that question, you need a process that protects her dignity, your boundaries, and the truth. Before you send a message, make a promise, offer money, or reopen a door that once harmed you. There are 4 steps you need to follow. Skip the first, and you may act from fear. Skip the second, and she may feel exposed. Skip the third, and you may offer the wrong help. Skip the fourth, and you may carry a responsibility God never gave you. This is the open door protocol. It does not tell you how to rescue her. It shows you how to offer care without pressure, confusion, or control. Step 1. Settle before sending. Do not write while panic is moving through your body. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts. Breathe out for 6 counts. Then ask yourself one honest question. Can I send this without needing her to answer today? If the answer is no, put the phone down. Give your nervous system time to settle. A calm message creates room. A frightened message often asks the other person to calm you. Do not begin by saying that God told you she is in trouble. Do not say that you know something is wrong. Those words may feel powerful to you, but they can make her feel watched, exposed, or forced to explain a private life she has not offered. Step 2. Ask without exposing. Begin with a real connection. Tell her that she crossed your mind. Ask how she is doing. Make it clear that she does not need to explain anything and that she does not have to answer immediately. The purpose is to create safety. A gentle question lets her choose the depth of the conversation, while a dramatic claim removes that choice before she has even responded. Step 3. Offer a menu instead of a solution. Do not say, "Tell me everything and I will fix it." She may not know what she needs yet. Give her simple options. You can listen. You can help with one practical task. You can check in later. You can help her contact someone she trusts. A menu reduces pressure. It also returns control to her. She can choose one small form of support, or she can choose no support from you at all. Step 4. Release the outcome. Send the message once. Do not chase her across every platform. Do not use guilt when she remains silent. Do not turn your kindness into a debt that she must repay with access, gratitude, or closeness. If she responds, listen before offering advice. If she asks for space, respect it. If she reveals immediate danger, help her reach qualified local support or emergency services. Prayer can remain present, but prayer must not replace practical protection when safety is at risk. Picture the moment clearly. You write without panic. You read the message again. Nothing inside it demands an answer. Nothing claims ownership of her pain. You press send, then place the outcome outside your hands. Maybe she reads it tonight. Maybe she answers tomorrow. Maybe she is not ready at all. Still, she has seen one open door that does not require her to perform strength, explain everything, or protect the person offering help. Write this in the comments. I release the outcome. Let those words free you from the role of savior, while keeping you faithful to the role of a calm and respectful presence. Now, loosen your shoulders, relax your jaw. Not every burden must be solved tonight. The next step can be small, clear, and honest. Before this message ends, I will pray over you and the woman who came to mind. But first, one final question must be answered. Why can the heart feel an assignment while the mind still struggles to understand it? The answer begins with the condition of attention itself. You now know who the woman may be. You also know how to approach her without forcing the door. But one question remains. Why did her face, her name, or her silence reach you when it did? The answer may have less to do with supernatural drama and more to do with the condition of attention itself. When the heart is willing but the mind is scattered, an assignment can be felt without being clearly understood. A tired mind misses patterns. A divided mind reacts before it reflects. This does not mean your faith is weak. It means your attention may need support. What I am about to describe is not for someone seeking another mystical promise. It is for the chosen one who already cares, but feels tired of trying to think through constant mental fog. The scientific foundation begins with Dr. Roger Sperry. That body of work received the Nobel Prize in 1981. The product material, says Doctor Daniel Barone, a neurologist in New York City, developed an 8-minute targeted audio sequence from this broader idea. Its stated purpose is whole brain activation, meaning greater coordination between the left and right hemispheres. Before I tell you the name, consider 2 experiences described in the product material. A woman from California reported feeling emotionally clearer and more connected with her inner direction after using the audio. A man from Texas described a more practical change. He reported less mental fog and greater ease when organizing decisions and daily work. The program is called the Genius Switch. It is a digital audio track designed for 8 minutes of daily listening. Access is delivered by email after purchase, and the product material says buyers receive lifetime access. The stated mechanism is not a promise of divine messages. It does not tell you what God is saying. It is presented as a tool for supporting mental integration, focus, creativity through a daily listening practice. It may fit someone who often feels mentally scattered. It may fit someone with many ideas but little follow-through. It is not for someone seeking a diagnosis or treatment. It is not a replacement for medical care, prayer, rest, or practical action. And it does not make anyone chosen. The product material positions this one around hemisphere synchronization and whole brain activation, rather than presenting it as a generic relaxation recording. 8 minutes is only the daily listening time. It is not a promise that your life will change in 8 minutes. The honest approach is to use it consistently, notice your own experience, and decide whether it serves you. The listed value was once described by colleagues as $500. The listed price is $49. The current offer in the supplied product material is $39, with lifetime access and a 100% money-back guarantee under the official terms. The offer also includes 4 bonuses. They include a guided visualization, a smart grocery shopping guide, a classic manifestation book, and a healthy eating blueprint designed around simple food choices that may support clearer daily energy. Check the official page before making any decision. Link is in the description and pinned comment. Read the details for yourself. Decide without fear or pressure. The guarantee exists to reduce financial risk, but it cannot guarantee a personal result. The tool is optional. The act of compassion in front of you is not. You do not need to buy anything before sending a kind message. This audio is only for the person who recognizes mental fog as a repeating obstacle and wants a short method to explore greater clarity. Now return to the woman on your mind. The final question is no longer whether you should save her. It is whether you can open one safe door with words that ask for nothing in return. The clearest answer in this entire message may also be the simplest. You are not being asked to predict her future. You are being asked to interrupt her isolation. Before we pray, I will give you one sentence you can send tonight. I will also give you one boundary that protects both of you, and one sign that tells you when to step back. Here is the message. You crossed my mind today, and I wanted to check in. You do not have to explain anything or reply right away. I just want you to know that if you need someone to listen or help with one practical thing, I am here. Notice what this message does. It offers presence without demanding a response, an explanation, or a promise. The words, "You do not have to explain," reduce pressure. The offer to listen or help with one practical thing gives her a simple choice. Now keep the boundary clear. Send the message once. Do not follow silence with guilt, spiritual pressure. But if she asks for space, step back. Love does not prove itself by ignoring a clear boundary. If she speaks about harming herself, immediate violence, contact, qualified, local support, or emergency services. Do not rely on prayer alone when practical protection is urgently needed. The woman in this message is not identified by one mystical sign. Look for a meaningful change in her normal pattern. Look for concern that remains clear enough to respect her freedom. Then take the smallest, honest step. Send a gentle check-in when contact is safe. If contact is not safe or welcome, care from a distance and protect the boundary. You are not being asked to save her. You are being asked to notice, to ask, and to remain humble enough to release what happens next. If the divided receiver described your own struggle, The optional audio tool is available through the description and pinned comment. Write this in the comments. I choose clear compassion. Let those words become a promise that you will not confuse fear with urgency, control with love, or spiritual language with permission to cross a boundary. Now become still. Think of the woman who came to mind. Do not carry her entire life. Simply hold her in compassion and prepare to place both her path and your next step into the hands of God. Thank you for refusing to ignore the quiet concern inside your heart. Compassion is a gift, but it must walk beside wisdom. We may not know her whole story, but we can still choose kindness without control. Picture a quiet room. Your phone rests in your hand. Somewhere else, a woman carries what no one can see, and she may not know that someone has remembered her with tenderness. Take a slow breath in, receive compassion. Now breathe out, and release the need to control what happens next. Release the fear of choosing the wrong words. Release the belief that you must save everyone. Keep your clarity, keep your boundaries, keep your willingness to take one faithful step. Let everything else return to God. God, we place the woman who came to mind into your care. Surround her with safety. Bring trustworthy people near her. Give her courage to speak when silence becomes too heavy, and guide her toward practical and professional support when she needs it. Let her know that rest does not make her weak. Let her know that having needs does not make her a burden. Remind her that she does not have to perform strength to remain worthy of love. For the heart that has carried too much, perhaps the comfort sounds like this. You do not have to perform strength to remain worthy of love. God, give the person listening wisdom to know when to reach out. Give them restraint when silence is wiser. Give them courage to send one simple message and discernment to separate compassion from compulsion. Give them a clear mind, a tender heart, and strong boundaries. Help them listen without taking control. Help them offer support without making promises they cannot keep. Help them remain present without becoming responsible for another person's outcome. Chosen one, hear this clearly. You are not her savior. You are not the owner of her outcome. You are a witness, a messenger, and when the door opens, a faithful presence. Say this within your heart. I am clear enough to notice. I am humble enough to ask. I am strong enough to respect a boundary. I am willing to offer help without control. I release what does not belong to me. I will not ignore compassion. I will not confuse love with possession. I am ready to take the next right step. Write this in the comments. I am a faithful presence. This is not a promise to control the result. It is a declaration about the person you are choosing to become. Share this message with someone worried about a woman but unsure how to reach her. Press like so this message can reach someone who needs a calmer way to care. Subscribe and join a community that chooses faith and grounded compassion. You do not have to solve everything tonight. Take the next honest step. Send the message if contact is safe and welcome. If it is not, pray from a distance and honor the boundary. Now place the outcome into the hands of God. Let your breathing soften. Let your shoulders rest. May your mind remain clear. May your heart remain tender. May your help arrive without fear, force, or the need to be seen. It is placed in God's hands now. Amen.